If you notice that big Ferris wheel out there, that's the Wonder Wheel. That's been here for a very long time. It's an interesting Ferris wheel. First of all, it's pretty damn big. Secondly, some of it's a closed car Ferris wheel, and some of the cars are fixed in place, but many of them ride on wheels, on rails, and they swing back and forth along these rails as the Wonder Wheel turns. It's a really frightening experience. I'm not good with heights, and I really always found it really disquieting and discomforting. A little bit to the right of the Wonder Wheel is the Cyclone roller coaster. Both of those, by the way, and the old parachute jump are landmarks, so they can't be destroyed. They can't be replaced. But the Cyclone is an old wooden roller coaster. I think it's the oldest still active wooden roller coaster in the United States, and I spent an awful lot of my childhood riding that thing. My friends and I used to come down here and with $20 and spend the whole night riding it, and it was great because a wooden roller coaster, especially an old wooden roller coaster, is nothing like modern roller coasters, because you really did get the sense that you could go flying off into infinity on those things, because it rode on pretty, weird wooden rails and stuff, and it scared the hell out of you. And that was part of the fun of it. It was great. Now, if you look to the left of the Wonder Wheel, right behind it, there are some really, really ugly apartment buildings. Those apartment buildings are in a project called Luna Park. Now, why do I point to ugly apartment buildings? Well, because Luna Park, like Steeplechase Park, was one of the smaller parks that made up Coney Island. And Luna Park was famous because in the turn of the 20th century, in the early 1900s, Luna Park was said to have strung across it between 100,000 and 400,000 incandescent light bulbs, and that it was a sight to see, that you could see the glow of it for miles around. And of course, it's been speculated that they probably could have seen it from space. And what I love about Coney Island is, look what it's been replaced by. The hideously ugly apartment buildings there. Those buildings are so ugly, they wouldn't have built them in the Soviet Union. But there they are. And that's Brooklyn. That's why if you can't write a crime novel about a place like Coney Island and in Brooklyn, you can't write a crime novel. Just as a point of interest, you crime novel readers, I think, might enjoy this. You see those white buildings off in the distance? I'm not sure which of those two white buildings it is, but those two white buildings there, I believe it's the one closest to us. That building is where on the site of what used to be the Half Moon Hotel, which is famous in the annals of Brooklyn crime fiction, and not crime fiction, but in the annals of true crime, because the Half Moon Hotel is where Abe Kid Twist Reles, the famous murderer from Murder Incorporated, who was about to turn state's evidence, conveniently fell out one of the top floor windows, allegedly trying to escape before his testimony. Now, what's very interesting about this alleged escape is that he was being guarded by a squad of New York City police, and the story is he tried to string bed sheets together to climb down, except I think he was either on the 6th or the 9th floor and had about 2 floors worth of bed sheets. It's pretty well thought that he was shoved out the window and that one of the cops did it. But that building is gone. But one of those white buildings, I believe it's the more modern, shorter white building, is where Kid Twist met his fate.